Hey, what's up, partner? And welcome to the training on how to grow your business without working harder so you can generate revenue faster, feel calm and ahead of your competition. I'm Jay Jackson, founder of the Leverage Alliance, and I help agency owners and service professionals, and that could be coaches, consultants, experts, thought leaders, generate revenue using repeatable systems. I've built a system that allows me to work 5 hours a day instead of 18 hours a day. And I have also installed this system into my clients' business so they can take back time and earn consistent 10K plus months. So if you want growth without falling behind or burning out, subscribe to the channel and let's dive in. All right, so there's a major belief that's slowing smart business owners down. Right. And so I'm looking over here at my notes to make sure I cover everything. But most agency owners and service professionals, they believe that AI is hard or something that they can get to later. And look, I totally get it. I'm not a super techie guy. I didn't grow up taking apart computers and TVs and putting them back together like folks like Bill Gates. I was too busy playing basketball, sports, chasing girls, and all that kind of stuff. So I understand that it can be, kind of complicated. But here's the thing that most of us never actually question. And we don't question, why is it that I always lean on my personal effort in order to get the result or the outcome that I want? And so there's a major problem with that belief. Number one, it makes you work harder than you need to work. And a lot of this comes from our education system where we were conditioned to just follow the rules, stay in line, don't make noise, color in between the lines. And so when we then try to start a business, we bring that same mentality or that same perspective into our business, and we don't realize that there are tools and softwares available to us that can help take the load off, especially things that are repeatable, things that have to be done every single day or even multiple times per day. The second thing is that it slows decisions and getting things done, because every conversation has to come through either you or a human that you have on your team. And if every decision has to come through you or someone that's on your team, imagine, someone gets sick. Imagine if there's a family emergency, or imagine if you are engaged in client work. And while you're engaged in other, life responsibilities or even client work, AI can be making decisions for you. AI can get appointments booked on your calendar. AI can answer customer service type questions, whether those are current clients or even potential clients. AI can take care of that for you. It also keeps your business tied to manual thinking instead of systems. Now, I know a lot of times people are thinking, and I've had this thought process as well, where you start to think, will AI take over the world? And I don't believe AI will take over the world, only because I believe that because that fear is a real fear, those folks who are smart enough to build this stuff, I truly believe that they're putting kill switches and safety switches and redundancies in so that these types of things never happen. But you can take a lot of the decision-making process away from yourself by allowing AI to make the decisions for you. And so I'm talking beyond ChatGPT, because ChatGPT is a major tool. We love to use ChatGPT within the business and even installing it over into our clients' business so that AI can handle a lot of that communication and decision making for you. But you have to implement artificial intelligence into your business if you want to generate revenue faster without you working a whole lot harder, and especially if you want to stay ahead of your competition. And speaking of competition, you're going to fall behind your competition, and you're going to continue to feel strained and unsure about what to do next, because there's something known as decision fatigue, and it's a real thing where you make so many small micro decisions every single day. So for example, if you have to think about, what am I going to wear to work today? Or what am I going to wear to this meeting? What am I going to cook for dinner? All of those decisions are small micro decisions that go against the decisions that you have, the list of decisions that you make every single day. And in making those decisions, it creates mental fatigue. But now imagine if AI can take a lot of those decisions off of your plate. Now, I don't know if you necessarily want AI deciding, like, hey, what meals you're going to eat, and you can, because you could literally have, AI create a menu, and then you can actually have someone do meal prep for you. And now the responsibility of deciding what to eat and even the responsibility of preparing those meals is completely taken off your plate. So, for example, one of the things that we love to do is we will place our order online for our groceries. And I know sometimes a lot of people don't want someone else picking their fruit or picking their vegetables, but when you shop at stores that are reputable, whether like with us it's BJ's or even Publix, they make a great decision to get you the best possible fruit or vegetables. And if you're not happy with it, you can always send it back, and they'll send you fresher, or fruit or vegetables that may not have bruises or anything like that on it. And so I highly recommend that you leverage the tools and the softwares that are available to you so that you can save more time. Now, you can survive without AI the same way that you can survive without your GPS. But I would like to imagine survival is not the goal. We want to thrive. And so, for example, having AI built into your structure is just like using your GPS to drive across country. Now, I don't know about you, but I will always use GPS. Now, sometimes I use GPS even when driving around in my local city and town, only because even though I might know exactly where it is that I'm going, I still use GPS because, look, there may be traffic, there may be an accident that I'm not aware of. And so by having my GPS on, it'll reroute me, even though I'm in my local community, it'll reroute me to get me to where I'm trying to get to the fastest possible way. And that's another example of artificial intelligence, right? I leverage, and I would say her name right now, right? Because I've got an iPhone, but if I was to say her name, she'd light up and start asking me questions. But you have to leverage AI in everything that you do if you want to stay competitive. If you don't want to be competitive, I totally understand this isn't for you. You can exit out of this video and go back to doing whatever it is that you were doing. But if you want to take your business to the next level where you can generate revenue faster without you working harder, and it allows your stress to stay low so you can stay calm, but you can outpace your competition, you have to implement AI into your business. Not having AI, that belief keeps you stuck. And there is definitely a different way for you to do it. So the shift that smart leaders are making today. So a couple of things. The truth is, AI isn't a future thing. You should know this by now, that AI is right here, right now. So if you want it for speed, if you want to have more focus, if you want to have more leverage, you have to implement artificial intelligence into your business. So here's the role shift that most business owners actually dodge, like completely avoid. But I want you to understand this too, like to reach your next level, your job is no longer for you to have to think faster. Your job is for you to build that leverage so good thinking happens on its own without you being involved in the process. So everything that I teach you, everything that I share with you is going to be designed to remove you as the bottleneck, to remove you as the roadblock or the jam within your business so that things can move a lot faster, flow a lot smoother, be a lot more efficient so things can get done a whole lot quicker. So like not using AI is like doing math without a calculator. And I just literally told you that I wasn't like a academic nerd growing up in school. Like I skipped class, skipped school. I even got expelled from high school my 10th grade year because I was a knucklehead. Me and a group of guys, we actually took some TVs and computers from our high school library, and we call ourselves, it's going to be a prank. But yeah, that got me expelled from school because they said that I was basically stealing, right? And which I was, right? With hindsight 2020, I was. But you don't have to do things the long way, right? So sitting down at your table with a pen or a pencil and a piece of paper, it might make you feel like, hey, you know what? I can still do this. I can still solve math problems and I can do it, because that's the way I was always taught to do it. But if someone has a calculator sitting right next to you and you're trying to solve that same math problem with a pencil and a sheet of paper, the person with the calculator is going to crush you. Just as the person who has artificial intelligence or AI within their business, and you don't have AI within your business, your competition is going to crush you. So there was a time when all of this AI, automations, all of it was like super confusing for me. Even though, I consider myself to be a tech guy now, right? I didn't always consider myself to be a tech guy, but I highly recommend that you learn how to leverage the technology, artificial intelligence, and softwares, because the ignorant of this century are those who can't unlearn the bad habits, the bad programming, and then relearn new habits and new programming so that you can stay ahead of the curve and be able to thrive in today's economy. So before AI, everything leaned on my head and my time. So whether it was creating a plan, I used to use dry erase boards to create plans. Of course, we know about manually typing emails, and then everything just started from zero every single month. Now, I leverage AI. Like right now, I'm working on a strategic partnership with a national nonprofit, and I'm leveraging AI to help me come up with a strategic plan. AI is writing the agenda, AI is writing the post meeting emails, all things that it would take my brain time to come up with. I'm allowing AI to take care of it, for me. And so things started to move a whole lot faster for me when I started to implement AI into my strategy and even to my operations. I didn't have to work more hours. And here's the thing that I've discovered that, smart business leaders, live by. I would say smart business leaders, right? If a task or a decision happens more than once, it should be backed by AI, not your memory, right? That's not just saying, hey, you need to utilize the tech in your business. That's you being a leader, right? And leaders are always out front. They are ahead of everyone else. We take decisive action. We know what works and what doesn't work. That's how we're able to get results a whole lot faster. And your business needs you to operate like a leader, not someone who shows up late to the party. And I can guarantee you this, companies that are leveraging AI, these are the companies that you see that have valuations of $100 million, $500 million, or $1 billion plus. And that basically helps you better understand that when investors are taking a look at funding a business, they want to know, is there leverage built into the business to where the founder like yourself or the business owner, if they stepped away or got hit by a bus, could the business still function and operate without them? And that's because investors don't buy businesses that they have to work in. Investors buy businesses, they're basically buying cash. So they need this business to already have systems, processes, SOPs, talented people, artificial intelligence already built into the business, because that gives it a higher valuation. All right. So I want you to understand something, that this is the new normal, right? So I leveraged, like for me, myself personally, whether it's content, systems, planning, decisions, I started to leverage AI. And in leveraging AI, my output increased, meaning the amount of work we were able to produce, it increased. And that means we're able to produce more content a lot faster, higher quality content a lot faster. This particular outline that I'm utilizing for this particular training was produced leveraging AI. And so I highly recommend that. When we talk about our clients, right? So one of our clients added AI to her content and follow up. She cut her delivery time in half while she increased her response rates, meaning how fast her clients were able to get responses, how fast she was able to get a response, even from leads increased, all because she included AI. We had another client who used AI to actually help him analyze his data, and he got clearer results, and he was able to make decisions a whole lot faster because we make decisions based on data and not emotion. And if you allow the AI to help you analyze that data, you can get an analysis a lot faster, and then you're able to make decisions a lot faster. And that's what allows you to get the results that you want a whole lot faster. Look, there are firms, companies, organizations in every industry across the globe that are leveraging, AI. They're doing it for forecasting. They're doing it for operations. They're doing it to determine if clients or even new team members are a good fit, because the AI is helping them analyze, that type of data. Look, AI multiplies human effort, right? So it's not going to replace humans in every role. Now, in lower level roles and jobs, AI is definitely going to replace people. Why? Because AI doesn't, have an attitude. It doesn't show up late. It doesn't call in sick, and then it's going to produce great customer service. And so, lower level, lower skilled jobs, those jobs are going to be replaced. But you can be ahead of the curve because the more you learn AI and the more you implement AI into your business, or even if it's on your job, and I'm even, because some of you watching this video right now, you may or may not be a full-time entrepreneur. That means you still have a 9 to 5 job, but then your business is your side hustle that you ultimately want to turn into your main hustle one day. And so by you being able to say, hey, look, I'm going to increase my skills around artificial intelligence, that can help me get a promotion on my job while also simultaneously implementing AI into my business. So now I'm making more money on my job. I'm making more money on my business. Again, I just think that's winning if you're making more money, right? In everything that you do. So a lot of business owners don't want to like look in the mirror and face the reality of everything that I'm talking to you right now. But if every plan, every note, every decision starts from like a blank page every single month, and you're starting over from scratch every single month, you are not leading. Right? You are being a technician, you are being an operator, you are basically being an employee in your own business. And I can guarantee you, you have a demanding ass boss as a supervisor. All right, so here's what I discovered about AI and how your identity and how you show up every single day as a leader. Everything shifts and it changes, right? So you stop responding to things late, you start acting early. And that's what it feels like to think and work like a leader, right? Leaders don't let a lot of time go by before making a decision. Leaders don't waste time doing things that don't move the needle forward. And so that's why you have to implement AI into your business. And so if you want growth without falling behind or working harder, you can do a couple of things. Number one, you can go down and grab a free copy of my book. Just cover the shipping if you don't already have a copy of my book. But if you're ready, you're ready right now, today, to insert AI into your business, book a strategy call. Depending on where you're watching this video at, if you're watching it on YouTube, it's going to be a link down in the description. If you're watching this on a landing page right below this video, there's going to be a button. Click that button, schedule your Catalyst System strategy call right now today. There's no obligation. The call is 100% free. If at the end of the call we think that we're not a good fit for each other, I'll make some recommendations on who I believe you are a good fit for. You can still leave the call with everything that I give you during the strategy session, or any bonuses or gifts that I give to you during that call. There's completely no obligation. I just genuinely want to help you implement AI into your business so that you can grow a lot faster, generate revenue a lot faster, reduce your stress, and stay ahead of your competition. So if that's you, click the links, click the button, schedule a call, and we look forward to serving you. I'll talk to you soon. Oh, by the way, you can drop a comment down in the comment section. Also, if this resonated with you, if it hit home in any way. All right, now I'm out. Peace.